Mango baby, you're chopping the mango. Who you trying to be sweet for this Valentine's, huh? Talk to me, guys. It's what day is it today? It is the 11th, which
Friday.
means I have basically 3 days to find a boyfriend. Huh? You said?
I stretched. Yeah. Just
So who's tantalizing you this Valentine?
Oh, who isn't, man? That's the real question. Who isn't?
No way.
No, I'm kidding.
Multiple people. Damn.
Kidding. Me?
Damn.
One man to my one pony. No, you spiked my pineapple juice.
Listen, this girl is drinking pineapple juice and mango juice. She wants to really treat somebody's son.
Juicy.
Juicy.
So stupid.
So you're not doing anything?
I'm not doing anything.
You don't want me to spoil your market.
I always tell you, Jason, do not spoil my market.
You're trying to
Do not spoil the market. I'm really
deflect.
trying to capitalize on the capital.
Yeah. Sadly for me, I wouldn't. I think I really missed the deadline. I really feel like it's not happening for me this year again.
Why not?
I don't know. I'm just really. There's no one that sparks my interest. Like, I'm tired of all the uncles in my DMs.
Do you know what? I'm not gonna lie. Valentine's isn't even that deep.
Why?
It's never. Maybe I'm saying that from a place of bitterness. Having never had a Valentine.
Neither have I. I've never had a Valentine.
But it's never been deep to me. You know those people who are like, oh yeah, every day is Valentine. Every day is Valentine. When I want to sweet myself, I'll sweet myself.
Purr.
Do you know what I mean?
Oh, you don't know my credit's rich.
You know that one's there.
I love that. I wish I had that mindset, but sometimes I just want my bum squeezed. You're just like, oh, baby, you look so cute today.
Squeezy. Yeah, no, it's nice. Squeezy. No, it's necessary.
I love attention. Have you ever dated a guy like just for you don't like him, but he gives you the attention that you need as a woman?
What do you mean by dates? That's
okay. Obviously you know that he's not going to be your boyfriend. He's not going to be your husband. But you know he treats you right. He looks at you good. He's spends his money on you.
What, like a sneaky link or like a?
No, because the thing is, I feel like sneaky.
That's why I said. What do you mean by date?
I fucking hate that word.
So do I, to be honest.
There's
no shame in my kidding me.
Sneaky.
There's no sneaking anybody.
Your links is loud.
It's very loud. Voluminous.
Links.
It's volume.
Very nice.
Voluminous links. Voluminous. No, sneaky link. I'm not gonna lie. That's childish. if I'm doing the bum things, why is it that there must be shame attached? What's the need for the secrecy? Why should it be that? Oh, I don't want to hear. No, people will know. What are you talking about?
We fucking,
baby. We sucking and glucking and licking.
I agree. I don't know why there's a shame in like dating people, not dating people, but just having a good time, sleeping with people on the hush, not everything. Yeah. What's sneaky link? That's another thing that the patriarchal society has.
Down with the patriarchy, man. This is
down,
what I'm saying. Down with the.
To hell with them.
Baby, are you down? No, because
what happened to that guy? I didn't even remember his name. Where did that man go?
Jay Sean. I don't know.
Where did that man go?
I don't know.
Do you know Jay Sean? Wherever you are, God will be with you.
Jay Sean, if you're listening, it is well.
It is well.
If you're listening, it is well. Because do you know what? Sometimes that song will randomly play on the radio. Yeah, do you know on a throwback thing, on a throwback thing, and then I'll be there. I'll be like, maybe are you down. And then Weezy comes in, oh, are you down like it's supposed to be? You can understand to me.
Dreads.
Yeah, now he's looking dehydrated.
Lil Wayne, it is well.
It is well.
What other one-hit wonders do you remember? Because I remember Jay Holiday.
I'ma put you to bed. I'ma put you to bed. And I'ma rock your body, turn you over, love is war. I'm your soldier, touching you like it's my first time. I'ma put you to bed.
What happened to him?
Let the sun rise over the horizon.
Not all the lyrics.
No, listen, I know it.
We interrupt this program for an important news announcement. I just want to say a huge thank you to our sponsors of this episode, Surfshark VPN. Surfshark is an app and browser extension that lets you browse the internet safely and securely. I have heard some horror stories about people getting their details stolen, but Surfshark encrypts your internet activity so nobody, and I mean nobody, can track or steal your data. Another really cool thing about this VPN is it lets you access and unblock content from other countries by changing your virtual location. You guys know I love NCIS, but it's only available in the US on Netflix. With Surfshark, I can change my location from the UK to the US and continue binge watching my favorite show. In just a few clicks, I can access Netflix films and shows from anywhere in the world. If you guys want to know more about this amazing VPN, make sure you check out the description box below. And for every new sign up, if you use my promo code Joyce, you get 83% off and 3 extra months for free. Ow.
What? This is my love making song. I can't lie.
Song.
That whenever I want to make love,
when
I'm really trying to romance somebody, that's like in my head is like.
I think I should make a bedroom playlist because I got some serious tunes, you know. I got some good songs that, you know, when somebody wants to squeeze your bum, they can really squeeze it.
Do you know what? Yeah.
Uh-huh.
When you say squeezing bum, the flashbacks and the imagery is a lot.
Yes,
it's very vivid.
It's not
very clear in my mind.
It's
the got copy. It's my teeth. Yeah, that was. You got to really extend
when you tear it.
When you tear open the bum. Have you ever had that?
I've never. Do you know what? Every time you say that,
tear open the you all tear open the bum. Do you know what? Yeah, I said that one time. I whispered it in his ear when we were in the middle of making love,
doing things.
And if you saw the way you just burst out laughing, we just start, and I feel like that's really important when you're in that kind of like intimate setting. You actually need to be able to.
You need to
be able to laugh. Me, I'm a clown. If you don't know, get to know, baby. I'm a clown. Do you get like in any setting, laughter needs to be very proficient. Do you know what I mean?
In every location,
very voluminous, like we were saying before, yeah.
Not the voluminous.
Voluminous. So like, if I can't laugh with you, if I can't joke around, if the amount of situations that I've been in, these intimate settings, that it just gets disrupted by laughter, and then it just brings us together even closer, more together.
It's like that was embarrassing, but
love.
Like when you know when you do, you know? and every woman has been through this. You know when sometimes you are in the mood and they just say,
wait, Duro. Me, I cannot relate. What are you talking about?
Like, you know,
which wind is?
No, not the wind from the back.
Is it from the
inside?
When it enters and it's your coochie sounds like a speak in tongues, baby. No, listen, that's when you know it's a
that's how you know.
What the wow? That's when you know it's that's when you know it's proper. When it's
thing, bro.
You don't know when it catches you by surprise.
I never expected it.
You're just You're like, oh yeah, and like, oh.
And it's
proper beatboxing. Like the lips are really communicating, and it's just the voluminous vibration. It's a lot. That's when you know. That's when you know you're really enjoying.
I remember when it used to have first happen to me when I was younger.
Are we talking about coochie farts? Or?
Yeah, we're talking about coochie farts.
Queef.
The queef. Is that what people talking?
Yeah, queef.
Oh, that sounds quite classy.
I like it. Sorry, I just queef. Oh, was that me?
Excuse me.
Sorry.
Oh, Jeremy.
Oh, queef. Yeah, no, it's queef, fanny flutter. What else do people call it?
Is that what they call it? Fanny flutter.
It literally sounds like that, Joyce. And I know you know what I'm talking about. Why are you screaming about me? Yeah, baby.
you know what? Shai's not gonna kill me today. And speaking of, can I please introduce my guest today? Oh my days, please. I don't want to. If I cry my lash off, it's your fault. You know I'm having problems with my lashes anyways.
That's fine, my dear. Lash that you've had for only a week. Look at him. He's shedding. He's shedding.
Every time I blink, something comes
actually
off.
shedding.
No, guys,
Crazy.
honestly, we were talking on the phone the other day about my lashes, and I was like, oh my God, my lashes have been on for so long. Because I swear to God, my lashes do not last like 2 weeks.
No,
and I was like, wow, this has lasted so long. And I was like, how long has it lasted? It feels like 3 weeks. I swear to God, it was like 7 days. I checked the time. I was like, this is 7 days. And Shai was like, sis, your fingers is literally falling to pieces.
Like, it's crumbling.
But guys, please let me introduce you to this phenomenal woman. You have seen her on the social media. She has been viral too many times. She has worked with some of the most amazing people, including Sky, and working at the Apollo as well.
We
have the internet. We have the internet's best and favorite poet in the building. It's simply Sayo.
Pull up.
DJ Selector.
Oh God,
How
no,
are
I'm so
you?
happy to be here, man.
I'm so happy that you
So
are
happy to be
here. I'm so happy we are drinking pineapple juice
and Bacardi, baby.
and Bacardi, because you know they
No, baby.
As you know, baby, they ain't no party without the Bacardi. Get it down. Can I just say something? Yeah, do you know the weirdest thing about Sayo? And I just thought, as I said, pull off. Okay, the one thing that I want to share in at a public place. Sayo is very Nigerian. You've seen her skits. You've seen her. But what is your favorite genre of music?
My favorite genre.
She likes the
I like the dance.
She likes the our bumper clap music. She likes the bumper clap.
No, it has to everyday bumper clap music. Every day. Every day.
Literally, first time meeting Sayo, and I remember I was in her car and I'm hearing your pussy tight to it, your pussy good sir, your pussy lick it,
skin out my bum bum. All of that.
And she'll be listening like it's a gospel song, and I'm just thinking, bro, your pussy wet. How can someone say your pussy coming like Bible? Like, like what? How did you? I need to know, where did this journey to dancehall music start?
Do you know what it is? Yeah. Do you know where did it actually start? I think it probably started in secondary school. In secondary school, yeah, I had a lot of Caribbean friends. So my friendship circle was very much like Caribbean and African, right? So going, obviously, like back in the day, a few years ago, when like the Jamaicans were the largest exports, it was the biggest thing in this day, UK. You get. So I had a lot of like Jamaican friends, a lot of like St. Lucian friends and stuff like that, right? So yeah, I was just like hanging out with them, listening to their party, listening to their musics and stuff like that. And like whenever you go to like raves and the discos and the dances and stuff, they're always playing. And you know the Jamaicans, they like to make up their dance routines for, you know, when I make like a bicycle. There was a whole movement within the
like a bike.
There was a whole movement within the circle of them trying to choreograph. You know, when everybody wanted to be doing step up 1 and 2 and 3 and choreographing choreography, they're doing the popping and locking and stuff like that. You get, honestly. So they were coming up with their choreographies and stuff like that, and I would just be there, just like, wow, it's a lot. They'll be doing. And then they'd be taking it bare serious as well. They'd be taking it so seriously. And I was just there in awe. I was just like, nah, the vibes were always so immaculate. Like, I love, like, Jamaican people, Jamaican cultures and stuff like that. Like, for me, it's amazing, you know, I love it. I think for me, obviously being a poet, my biggest fascination was with the language. Patois is one of the most beautiful, Jamaican patois is one of the most beautiful, like, languages phonetically for me. Like, what are you tight pussy girl only? Do you know what I mean? When Popcorn says that, it's like, no, it just, I just love the way it sounds. Do you know what I mean?
And it's interesting that you're speaking about language, because every time I speak to you, obviously people know you as your comedian. You are the
That's
vibe.
a nice way of saying clown. Thank you.
No. No. As in your comedic. See, everybody knows my English is not good. But not. You, when I hear you, when you when you speak to me on a one-to-one basis, you are so intellectual, and I want to know if your background is anything within English. Like, how do you formulate yourself?
Well, okay, cool. So with like school and stuff, obviously addressing the background in English thing. First of all, I would like to disclose that I'm only British on the passport. It's not something that I take as a very personal identity. I'm not going to lie, but I really enjoy. I've always like loved language. Yeah. For me, like communication is very, very big for me. Like, so secondary school, even from like primary school, I always loved English classes. I loved learning new words, big words. I don't know if you can tell, my dear, but I'm a small girl. I've always been a small girl, you know, very petite.
How tall are you? Tell them. So
Five
what?
1.5. So
5'1", basically 4
and a half. I'm even
4'11".
sprinkling that half on there.
Sayo is
generously.
Small.
I'm not small, baby. I'm petite.
Just petite. Shake it, don't break it.
Petite, baby. Shake it,
don't break it.
Hey, you know that I love my girl petite.
To make an entrance, we come straight to the party.
Whoa.
Oh my
you
God.
Should know.
Don't do that. I was late like twice, okay? I was late twice.
No, so for me, it was always like loving, like learning new words and stuff like that. And like I was saying, because I'm quite small, for me, I wasn't able, and I'm small and I'm Nigerian. Nigerians are very big. Like, we have big presences. Do you get what I'm saying? Especially like the Yoruba people. So the fact that I couldn't have my presence be felt by my size, you know, by my size, I thought I would show you Pepe. I will show you. So I said, okay, cool. If I cannot intimidate you physically, I will intimidate you intellectually and mentally. Yeah. So come and see me reading dictionary and eating words and just devouring language and things like this, yeah? So like I'd be literally reading, I'd be like reading loads and reading. I literally used to read the dictionary because I wanted to expand my vocabulary so that listen, till this day I remember the definition of propaganda from the dictionary because I stored it in my head. Like, I've always loved the sound of words, phonetics, semantics, pragmatics, all that really sexy things, so like I was saying, I tried to, because I couldn't intimidate anyone with my size. Cool, but I'm intellectually and mentally intimidate you,
disgrace you.
Yeah, I'm going to disgrace you. Do you get what I'm saying? I'm going to embarrass you. Do you get? So it's kind of like started with that. I was like writing. I loved English classes in primary school, loved English and literature classes in secondary school, but obviously it was very like kolo. Do you get what I'm saying? It was very
cat and bat and
it was very honestly it was very like, I didn't really feel like I was, it's not something that I really enjoyed as much as I could have, had it have been that I was reading and being exposed to literature and writing and authors from backgrounds that I can resonate with. Yeah. You know, when you're writing, obviously there's a very clear narrative voice that the author or the writer tries to portray. And I just wasn't getting the voices that I wanted to hear. So it was very much like pretentious white noise in my opinion. It was all those, oh, well art thou, hearty far hithereth and all that. It's like, I hear that, but I'm trying to hear something that I can recognize, something that sounds like my mum or dad calling me. Do you get? Those are the things that I'm very familiar with. Those are the things that, especially with the way that I was raised up, I was brought up to be very comfortable with in my culture, very in love with all the different facets of being a Yoruba girl. Do you get? So not being able to hear that, it was like, you know, and then I came across like writing that spoke to that. Do you get what I'm saying? So with like Benjamin Zephaniah,
I love him. So
I came across his writing, and then the fact that his writing, the narrative voice was very genuine to him and his culture, his Jamaican roots and stuff like that. For me, it literally was like, wow, oh my God. Oh my God. Do you know what I'm saying? So when I was like exposed to that, I was like, yeah, all right, cool. So poetry and writing can sound like this. Do you get? And since then, I've been just really kind of growing in my sense of self as a writer, as a babe in general. Do you get? Do you know what I mean? So But yeah, so primary school, secondary school, I loved English language, loved English literature, all of that stuff. Did really, really well in them. Sixth form, I did English-based subjects as well, English and drama-based. I went to university. I went and did journalism. I don't know who sent me to come be doing journalism. Yeah, I did journalism. So, yeah, did journalism. Didn't really enjoy it so much because it wasn't as creative. I mean, I like creativity, and within journalism, there's not so much scope for creativity. It's more so about reportage and all that kind of essentially telling something that has already happened. There's not as much scope for creating something new. Do you get? I was just like, oh, fuck this, man. Couldn't really be bothered. I finished it, obviously. I even won and became the inaugural winner of the George Orwell Outstanding Student Journalism. Hey, yo, put some respect on my name, man. Put some respect on my name, man.
Put some respect on her name.
Inaugural means first ever. Do you know what that means? That means I'm the first ever winner of the prize.
Yes.
I'm the first.
You're the genesis.
You're
number
first.
In the beginning.
So
I love this.
I won that year. And then obviously I took like a year out or whatever. I'd just been jobless and whatever. And then I did my masters. Finished that. When was it? Oh, that masters wanted to kill me.
I'm so proud of you.
That masters wanted to kill me.
But
I developed anxiety.
First. Wow.
It was a lot. It was actually a lot. So, but yeah, I did my masters in global media and communications, and I loved it. It was really, really fun. Do you know what I'm saying? Yeah, get me. Talk to me.
Got you, man.
Talk to me nice.
Listen, you talk at all. Who was that?
I don't know, but I'm scared. I'm scared. No, but so yeah, no, I finished that, and it was even during literally a few months into my starting the masters. That's when I decided that, alright, cool, boom, I'm going to give this like content thing, like I'm gonna do it with my chest in it. So and then within a week of deciding that, I started putting out content, and then everything just started going viral and stuff, innit? And we're here, baby.
And you are incredible. Like, honestly, even before I had the pleasure of calling Sayo my friend, I was seeing her on the internet and I was seeing what she was doing. I was just like, wow. The thing is, what I love about you is that there is no one else in your field like you. Literally, we have fashion content creators, we have musicians, we have lifestyle creators, we even have people that have baby family creators, but no one, I've never seen a content creator like you, and I'm still yet to have someone to say, you know what, this person does similar content to Sayo, and you're in a field of your own, which is incredible. I wanted to ask you, talk me through your first ever viral moment. I know you've been doing poetry for a long time, but talk me when you first stepped into the internet, you posted something and it blew up.
Yeah, and that was ridiculous. So I'll start with the poetry side of things, and then obviously the poetry online side of things as well, and the virality. So I've been, yeah, you're right. I before I was the poet, I was yeah. Do you know that goes it really makes people bite themselves, you know. People can't say it.
I don't know. Honestly, I'm such a fake Nigerian.
Oh, pints. It's like a suction and a
pints. Am I doing it? Pints and nika and pints.
Yes, David.
I tried it. I think I did okay. I give myself 6.
Yeah. So obviously I've been writing poetry for a minute now. I actually started officially, I think, performing in probably, I think, ending of 2017, I would say. So I decided, this was whilst I was still doing my undergrad, yeah. So I was having this like nihilistic existential crisis.
To the English.
During this. So remember when I said I'm a small girl, so I use big words too.
You know what I mean? Nihilistic, exocentric.
Nihilism is essentially just the idea of nothing means, like there's no point in anything. Everything is meaningless. That's nihilism. The idea that everything's like there's no point to everything. And existentialism, just having an existential crisis. You're questioning your existence, essentially.
Wow.
So nihilistic existentialism.
English and grammars.
The grammars. I really speak good English, in my opinion. Oh goodness. So yeah, no, I was having that kind of like episode where I was just like, what's the point? Can't really be bothered. And then I decided, you know what? The only thing that I really, really do enjoy is expressing myself and writing. You know, writing and performing. So I decided to go to an open mic night. I will never forget this experience because it was that moment that I thought, yeah, it's a bit of me. Do you know what I mean? It's a bit of me.
I kind of like this.
So I like this. I could do this for a while. Do you know? So I went to my first open mic night, and I recited a poem that I love the piece so much because it was it's different to what I do now, to the kind of pieces that I post now, but it's something that I want to be bringing back to my content anyways. But I wrote a piece that was quite like heavy, to be honest. And I recited it with my eyes closed because I'm trying to visualize the words in it. It was quite a long piece, yeah. So I remember when I had finished it, I opened my eyes to literally a standing ovation.
Wow.
And I said, yeah. I was like, yeah, I did well. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you and thank
Keep
you.
the change.
You know what I mean? Thank you. So the fact that I loved being up there, I loved the fact that I was able to create something and write something that resonated so much with so many people.
Yeah.
At the same time, and the fact that it's something that I find very easy. It just comes out. I've been writing poetry for a minute now. I don't think I would have seen it in earlier days as me writing poetry, but literally since like primary school I've been writing essentially. So from there I started being like booked for like events and restaurant openings, gigs and stuff like that. Performed in Trafalgar Square Trafalgar. I performed in Trafalgar for Slavery Remembrance. That was amazing as well. Like, it was just so much fun. And I think it's just the fact that I'm able to, like I said before, being able to write something that resonates with so many people and articulate that emotion and the things that they're thinking. Yeah. Is like, it's honestly amazing.
It's a craft. And I think I remember quite early on, again, watching you online, you wrote a very beautiful poem about your sister who had passed away, and I thought that was quite a beautiful thing. I've got the information right? Yeah, I thought that was quite a beautiful thing, and I think people don't understand that in your craft, I think the most successful people are the most vulnerable people. Yeah. And as you were talking to me about your original piece, it just took me back to that piece that you had written, and you it was so different to anything that we've seen before from you. Yeah. But I thought it was so beautiful.
Yeah. Thank you. Yeah, that was, like I said, there's a lot of me. I like to experiment. Do you know what I mean? I feel like any writer is, you need to, in order to really like be good at what it is you're doing, there needs to be that curiosity and that explorative element to your craft and to you as a person in order for you to grow. So yeah, like there's a lot of variation to the kind of pieces that I write, like I said before, as well as alongside the satirical content that I write now and I post now. There's obviously a lot more depth to I'm a deep babe, do you know what I mean? There's a lot of depth to your girl, do you get? So, but yeah, it's something that I'm looking forward to actually like putting out. But yeah, so I kind of stopped performing in 2018. I was working on a project, but I was just like, you know, I can't be bothered. You know, when like as a creative, yeah, it's like you can't force it. Yeah. When you're not in the mood for something, you actually like, you can't force it. Do you get? So like I took a little bit of a hiatus from writing and performing, and I was doing really, really well. I was already getting paid for it. Do you know what I mean? So, but I thought, no, I can't really be bothered right now. I took a little bit of a step back. It wasn't even an intentionally long break. It just kind of became kind of happened. Do you know what I mean? It just extended. Do you get? So I and then I decided that I wanted to get back to performance. And then it's a pandemic. Crazy. That pandemic really pandemized a lot of pandemicking.
Insane.
Pandemic. It was a lot. So the fact that it was when I decided that I wanted to perform again. That's when this pancreatic something came and just scattered everybody's umbrangada.
Yeah.
Do you get? So I was like, cool, but I still want to perform. I'm just put it on the internet instead.
Yeah.
So that was the thought behind it. But the first piece that I did, going back to the question you asked, the first viral piece that I put out, I literally was in the middle of writing an assignment, right, for my master's that almost came and killed somebody's daughter. And I was just like, I was sick. I was just bored. I was so bored of everything. Everything just felt very mundane, very plateauing, just very monochrome, just monotonous, very boring. Do you get? So then I was like, when will I just started writing it in my head, just randomly. Do you get? It was just, it wasn't something that I was really thinking about. I was writing blah blah blah. I was just like, when will I A again?
Yeah.
And then I was like, woo. I stopped what I was writing. You know me, I'm my theatrics. I'm like, when will I A again? I long for the day when the aim of the day is to A again in club. That was it. I literally just wrote it like that. There wasn't any like thinking or anything. It was literally, and then I stopped. I was just like, let me record this. Do you know what I mean? Let me be coming and recording this thing. So I recorded it. And then I was there, after you've made a piece of content, or you're watching your story back, and you're just there, just watching it.
Watching it like 200
times.
The same bit.
The whole time I'm just, red dog. You're just laughing. like
God damn, I'm funny.
God damn. Hey, come take a look at these. Come look at these. Do you know what I mean? So just that, I was just like, okay, cool. Let me, and then I posted it. I posted
when did you first post it?
February something.
And
I think it's been.
What platform was it? TikTok? Was it YouTube?
No, it was Instagram.
Instagram. Okay.
Instagramming.
Okay.
So it was on Instagram that I posted it. I posted it and just kind of like left it, right? And then I went back to my work and blah blah blah. And then my phone was just bang bang bang, bing bing bing, skitty bing pop pop. Do you get what I'm saying? It was doing a lot of that. I said,
what's going on?
What's going on? What's this? What's the meaning of all this? I'm looking at the phone. Everything is just scattering. Just pew, 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 pew. I said, what is it?
What did I say?
Maybe I accidentally put up a nude photo or something. You get me?
I swear.
Right? So I said, cool, boom. I'm opening the things. I'm just seeing all these laughing, blah, 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 scatter. And at these times, my following was at like 2K.
Wow.
Right. So literally within such a short period of time, it was just, I just see it right climbing. 3K, 5K, 7K.
Wow.
20 something K.
You that was doing balloons every 2 weeks. Balloon.
Honestly.
Thank you for 50K.
Thank you for 100K. Honestly, it was just like, it just kept on kind of like going from there. Do you get? So that one was like, okay, cool, I didn't even put any effort into that. So imagine, for me, I was just like, alright, cool, boom. That was just something that I just came up with off the dome. I was just like, I'm a skilled babe. I can do something. Give me some time and to really hone in on this something. And so that's what has been happening. I just kind of decided that, okay, cool. This is something that I want to do. Do you know what I mean? This is something I'm very good at. It's very feasible. It's easy for me to do. I don't find it difficult in any way or shape or form. So I said, cool, but let me just be showing you people what I can really be doing. Do you know what I'm saying? So for me, being able to infuse my personality, my culture, and my love of writing and poetry all into one dramatic and theatrical something. Why will I not do that?
Fantastic.
Why will I not be doing it?
Why will you not do that?
Why will I not do it? Why will I not do it? Do you guys say? So
I love that.
Yeah, the essence of it is essentially just very effortless, natural and genuine content. Kinda it's like, very much
I was born to do this.
Yeah, like it's very easy when your content is just you being you. Do you know what I'm saying?
Wow.
Yeah, man.
It's the most amazing thing.
Cheers, baby. Everybody say yeah.
Cheers to being you.
Yeah.
Clink. Oh yeah, I forgot your hand is shirts. Your hand is
So you're calling me a T-Rex? Is that what you're calling me? Joyce, are you gonna be a
Listen,
T-Rex?
I'm not trying to abuse anybody.
Are you gonna be a T-Rex?
Listen, no, your hand is okay. Sorry, your hand is long and sexy. I take it back. But I want to get to know you a bit more. So we've got some fire questions. We're gonna play a game of this or that.
Okay.
Shout out to my little sister again because she always puts them together, and I never read them before I do it. So are you ready for this or that?
Born ready, baby.
Okay, this or that. So don't think about it. They're fire questions. You pick one of the answers I give you. Okay. Right. Black or white?
Black.
Wine or spirits?
Wine.
Coke or Pepsi?
What's the difference?
Coke or Pepsi?
Coke.
Length or girth?
Tear it up.
6-pack or belly?
6-pack.
Drunk or sober?
Sober.
Fresh Prince or wife and kids?
Wife and kids.
Eat out or order in?
Eat out.
Phone calls or text?
Phone calls.
Long nails or shorts?
Long.
Gym lad or chunky monkey?
Gym lad.
Yuck.
Yeah.
Your bed or his?
His.
Vacation or girls' holiday?
Vacation.
Brunch or dinner?
Dinner.
I don't know why my sister, I don't know. I really thought she was a good girl, but some of the questions that she keeps
I was
putting
even going to say,
together-
this one is even tame.
You think it's tame?
Very tame.
If I'd known, I would have told her, listen.
Hey, yo, add some spice to that.
We've got some dirty bitches.
Sexualize it up, man.
We've got some dirty bitches.
We're not
on this
veggies
show.
here. We're not veggies.
Listen, I'm a virgin in the Lord. I'm
You're only virgin since I was born.
Before Simply Earth's essential oils, I had no idea what essential oils were about. On top of that, they were so expensive and I wasn't sure if I was buying the real deal or just a knockoff. Simply Earth's essential oils recipe box helped me gain confidence and clarity to make my home toxin free, and they can help you too. The recipe box has 4 pure organic essential oils and 6 recipes created by certified aromatherapists. This monthly subscription box is super affordable and their essential oils are 100% pure. Yes, 100% pure. Each subscription is only $39.99. Yes, honey, save your coins. Have fun making your home toxin free with Simply Earth's essential oil recipe box. Plus, get a free 80ml essential oil diffuser when you subscribe using my URL www.simplyearth.com/madam. That's www.simplyearth.com/madam. As we are going to move on to the next segment, obviously we ask our co-hosts these questions, and you have 10 questions in which you need to answer. And this segment is called Are You Smart? Sayo, are you smart?
Yes.
Yes, ma'am?
Yeah.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Are you very sure?
I'm very sure.
You're very sure?
Very sure.
Okay, so I'm going to give you 10 questions to test out your intelligence.
Okay, let's see that
within
one.
the culture community.
Okay.
And we're not going to do a timer on it, but we are going to cue the music. There's no music.
Let's
It's
we'll
just-
pretend that as
we'll
if
just
there's
pretend the
music.
music,
It's
yeah.
well.
Yeah.
No, of course.
Are you ready? Okay, are you ready?
Yeah, sorry, manager.
Okay, guys, let's go. The American hip-hop star Dr. Dre has a popular brand of which product by his name?
Timberland? I don't know.
No.
Dre Beats. Yeah. Jesuloba. Dre Beats.
I will accept that, but we only allow one answer.
It
usually,
is well.
but I
Don't
will
worry.
accept
That one, I was even testing you to make sure you were ready. Do you get? Don't worry, man.
In 2012, the song The Motto by Lil Wayne and Joan helped popularize which popular acronym?
YOLO.
Correct. Where was the first American location to have its own Real Housewives series? I feel like sleep.
I don't know.
Okay,
Atlanta.
We've got to move on. It's Orange County,
Oh.
California. True or false? Love Island has won a BAFTA.
False.
That is incorrect. It's actually true. They have won a BAFTA
Why?
in 2018. Friends.
I don't watch it, so I don't know.
Which period drama became Netflix's biggest ever show in January 2021?
Netflix
Period drama.
Oh, you know one quick. Is it Downton Abbey?
False. Bridgerton.
I was even gonna say Pride and Prejudice, you know.
False again. What is the currency?
I'm a liar. I'm a dirty liar.
What is the currency of Portugal?
Euro.
Correct. Which US state is Lilo and Stitch set in?
Oh, what?
Correct. In Winnie the Pooh, what type of animal is Eeyore?
Donkey.
Correct.
Why did you take this so long?
Because I don't have the answer. I'm just gonna assume that you're right.
Wow.
How many lines are there in a sonnet?
I should know this one.
You should.
I'm gonna say 7.
Wrong. 14.
Was almost there.
Friends ended in how many seasons?
I don't know. 10.
Correct. I believe you are correct.
Sir,
You're correct. 10 seasons.
well, what are you talking about? That's what you call an educated guess.
Big up you. So you have done. How many did you get right?
I don't know.
I think it was 6 or 7.
Was it not you keeping? I think I got 2 wrong.
I think it's either 6 or 7.
Yeah. Either 2.
I think it was 6 or 7.
Or 4.
Guys, we will watch it back.
We'll watch it.
But
You know what I'm doing now.
But to be honest, regardless, if I'm being completely honest,
Lie to me, baby.
you are our leading. You are a leading co-host.
Why will I not be? Who else would it be?
Because I believe everybody else got 5. Even if you got the 6 or, I believe it was 6.
Are they not?
It might be 6 or 7.
We're gonna say 7.
We're gonna say 7, and at the moment, Shaya is number 1. So we are gonna put her on the leaderboard as number 1.
Yeah.
Leading after her is Joints, Tega, and Demi, and everyone else.
Losers. You are a loser. Demi, my dear, you are a loser. Tega, my dear, you are a loser. Whoa. Overtaking my peers, baby.
I love it. I love it. I love it. We are going to move on to hot topics of the week. As you know, it has been an insane and chaotic week, and we are here to talk about what went down. So, first hot topic of the week. Kylie Jenner gives birth to second child. The Kardashian and Jenner clan has officially grown by 1. The youngest of the famed sibling and reality stars, Kylie Jenner, announced Sunday that she and Travis Scott welcomed their second child together. I want to say a big congratulations to my good sis Kylie Jenner. How do you feel about the Jenner clan? And the
I couldn't care less, babes. I'm not even gonna lie. I couldn't care less.
I'm done.
Couldn't care less. I mean, yeah.
Big up
you with it, but I don't care. I'm not
Are you
invested
ready?
in
Are
them
you ready
anyway.
for kids though?
At this succulent age of mine, when I'm only just.
But she's
She's also a billionaire.
Yeah,
my
it's
dear.
true. It's very, very.
You know that one.
It's very, very true.
I mean, I'm not impoverished, but I'm also not a billionaire.
So if you were a billionaire, you'd be popping the
I'd be
kids.
popping them out, man. Me, that one's big family.
Do you actually? How many kids?
I actually do. I want as many kids as I'm financially able to support and allow them to live succulently.
Highlight on
honestly,
the financial support.
Because I'm not gonna lie, I didn't. My purpose in this life is not to suffer.
Soft life only.
It's not to suffer, and so the purpose of my own children cannot be to suffer.
Facts.
Why would I bring children when I can't allow them to live a good life?
It's crazy.
I'm not doing that.
I never quite understood it, especially like in this day and age where there's, birth control. There's different things where you could prevent having kids, but to bring a child into a world that you can't afford the child to live.
Yeah, they're just looking scattered. They're just not enjoying. No. It's not even about like material things. I want my children to enjoy life. I want them to really chop life. I don't want them to want for nothing. I don't want them to suffer it in any way, shape or form. I want them to live life as well-rounded individuals as a result of the experiences that my schmanners can afford them.
And that's why it's sadly why a lot of young children get into crime. I remember I was filming something yesterday, and there was this woman who she made millions off being a shoplifter. So yeah, she was shoplifting, but she was shoplifting from stores. And she was telling her story how there was like, she had 9 children, her mum had 9 kids, and could not afford to feed them. So basically they were eating one egg between the 9 of them.
Oh, this could not have been a Ghanaian family.
No.
Sherry, one egg
between 9
one
people.
Egg is impossible.
So obviously because of that, she started out like stealing food from the shop to be able to provide for my family. Food went to clothes went to so on. But it's those levels that's like, hold on a second, how are you having not 1, not 2, but 9 children? You can't feed 4 children with 1 egg.
No, it's
You just like,
I'm sorry.
you can't feed.
What was the reason? What was the reason?
Like, it's crazy.
What?
It's crazy, and it proper frustrates me.
Don't
And then
piss me
again,
off,
single
son.
parent, single mother, 9 children,
9 kids,
1 egg.
1 egg,
1 egg.
One
for
egg.
the 9 kids. So yeah, it's really sad. But I definitely.
Do you know what the thing that really annoys me about that? Yeah, is that so there's this thing called ACE, right, which is adverse childhood experiences, which is essentially a measurement in which you can predict the likelihood or the likability of a child growing up to be an adult who will end up in the systems, like criminalized, or how likely it is they are to develop like mental health issues and stuff like that. So essentially it's a score point, is a score measurement.
Wow.
So the higher the ACE, the adverse childhood experience, the more likely it is that this child can grow up into like a deviant, a social deviant, essentially.
Yeah.
So things that contribute towards this ACE point, the points are growing up, like your environment. So if you grew up with one alcoholic parent, you're more likely to be blah blah blah. Your points increase. If you grow up in both of your parents are drug abusers, it's more points, blah blah blah. So the higher the points, the more likely it is for you to have to suffer basically in this life, right? So for me, feeling responsible, consciously knowing that I could be bringing forth a child who will have adverse childhood experiences as a result of me not being able to provide for them, that's ridiculous. Yeah, I can never come and bring my children, me that's full of love, just bursting to be given onto my children. Yeah, I love my future children so much that I will not bring you into this world until I'm ready for you.
Ready for you. Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You will know the good things in this life. I'm not going to bring 9 egg. One egg.
It sounds like a porno.
Why would the children didn't ask to be here.
Yeah, it's true.
And you're here. Why?
And then now she has to suffer trying to get back on track, trying to get out of like living a criminal life or with a criminal record, which is again another issue because the system doesn't align with criminals or ex-criminals. Once you get into that life and you try to come out of it, there's jobs that they'll tell you, listen, because you have a criminal record, you can't work here. Yeah. So again, you go back into the cycle of working back into crime. But it's really sad. But for someone like Kylie Jenner, of course, it's easy. You can have. I remember one hairstylist that I work with. She did Black China's hair, and Black China has an au pair that lives with her. She has an au pair that, when Black China can go to Miami, she can go to Dubai, she can go to this place, and the au pair will come and look after the child. Soft life. But then that's the thing, like I don't want to be a hands-on mother, if I'm being honest. I want to be hands-on, but to a sense where I want to be able to still be joyous. Yeah. I feel like I've watched a lot of TikTok videos about motherhood, and I've seen women lose their identity, lose who they are, and I'm so glad that people are becoming more vocalized about the difficulties of being a mother. I remember one woman was crying in the car saying that she's had enough, like she was at her wits end. She sat in the car.
And you know what? Yeah, with
crying.
kids, once those things are out into this world, it's for lifers.
Trust me.
It's
You're
for
not going anywhere.
lifers. You
You're not going
cannot go
kids, yeah.
anywhere.
You can't
It's
fling them.
literally, you cannot just fling them like it's knicker and like it's prank, you know. You
Yeah,
actually
you
can't just
yeah.
fling them anywhere. It's a literal 18 plus year commitment. I'm a very succulent age right now. I'm 25, baby.
Yeah.
I have life to chop.
You do.
I have life to chop. It's not in my portion right now to be bringing children into this world. No.
100%.
No.
100%. It's not it's really not my destiny. But for someone like Kylie Jenner, for all the millionaires and multimillionaires and billionaires, they can do it.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But
as for me, I'm not there yet. But I just want to say,
and people love pretending like economics and finances is something that all we need is love. But
it's really
it's not a matter of love.
It's
Please,
delusional.
love can be quantified. I know people will try and say, oh, how can you really measure love? It can be quantified. It can be quantified. Like, love is not a laugh. Like,
how would you quantify love?
I would quantify love more so in the sense that, like, how the decisions that you make need to be reflective of the fact that you have considered things that are going to have an impact on this person's life. Do you know what I mean? So speaking from like motherhood, so like mum and child, etc. For me, it's like you can quantify how much you can place a measurement, or you can quantify love by how much, like, financially, etc. By thinking about, okay, cool, was this considered when you were when you decided, like, to have me? Did you have your finances and stuff like that together? Did you have the foundations of caretaking? Did you have that in order for you to accommodate somebody coming into your life? Do you get what I'm saying? It's like, it's not, obviously it's quite an abstract concept, I get that, but at the end of the day, you can quantify love. You can quantify love.
A lot of people will listen to that and disagree with it, you know.
Let them. It's fine. Let them. Do you know what I'm saying? But it's like, there needs to be, then it can't just be like, bro, come on. You cannot, because you know what, struggle love is not something that we should romanticize, my people. Come on, like, because you're literally cheating somebody out of living the kind of life that they deserve. Like, absolutely. Children should not be having to think about, I wonder how much of this one egg I'm going to get. I wonder how much do you get what I'm saying? Like, I wonder how children should not have to think about any of these things. They shouldn't. And so I feel like there needs to be an added responsibility from the mother, from the parent, etc., from the 100%. Father, from the family, to really think, am I doing the best thing for this child? Because you literally are their world. You're actually their world. So please quantify your love. Find a way to quantify it and hold yourself to that measurement and to that parameter. Because please, come on, man. Come on.
I'm telling you, but I want to wish Kylie Jenner and I'm not wishing him anything. That's silly boy. The other one.
Like, I said,
Kylie Jenner, I'm wishing you a big congratulations. Well done to you, and for giving birth to another beautiful child. But right, let's move on to the next hot topic of the week. We have Molly May Hugh announcing her first ever autobiography at the age of 22, titled Becoming Molly May. The Independent writes, in a series of Instagram stories, Hugh told her 6.2 million followers that she has taken oversharing to a whole new extreme in her new book. She explains that she has written about personal matters and that she's only ever wanted to share them with close families and friends prior to this book. Okay, so Molly May, the influencer, the ex-Love Island influencer, has decided to write a book. I'm seeing a trend of influencers writing books. She's not the first one. I believe Yewande is also writing a book.
Something about my name.
Is that something about her name?
Something, I know one of the books that she wrote was, the first book that she wrote was something about, the title was alluded to something about name. I'm sure that one is not out yet. She's still in writing. They wouldn't have announced the book before it was.
She did. She absolutely did.
Hey,
I'm telling you, she announced the book before the cover, before anything. She goes, guys, announcement, I'm writing the book. I said, where the book at? She said, it's coming out in 2022. I said, all right, then, big up you. We are not mad at it. But what you find? How would you feel like women will benefit off a book from Molly May?
I mean,
you see, I mean, take your time.
You know what it is, right? I feel like so let's really contextualize this. Yeah. Obviously, I don't know Sister Girl's life. Do you get?
Do you get?
Do you get? If you don't get it, forget about it. Obviously, I don't know Sister Girl's life, but I mean, to contextualize it, she's 22.
Yeah.
She found popularity and fame and money through social media.
Absolutely.
So that's something that she can impart. You know, that's an area in which she can impart quite a lot of valuable information.
Agreed.
But I think, I mean, people will get from it what they can. I feel like I mean, for me, it's like a.
Just say that you don't want to. You don't want to read it.
Oh, I'm definitely not gonna read it. Do you know what I mean?
I think what it is for me. You know, I'm always big on congratulating people. Whatever. Congratulations, Molly, for
congrats
for whether she wrote it, whether she didn't write it. Who knows? What I will say is that a lot of people are saying that, oh, why would you write autobiography even though you're 22? I don't feel like age should equate to knowledge. I feel like the people in social media right now and generally in media are all under 35. Most of the people that are dominating are very, very young. I know my manager's incredibly young. Your manager's incredibly young, which has never been before. Usually we have people who are young and then we have these 50, 60, 70-year-olds telling us what to do. I don't feel like age limits your capacity.
100%, it doesn't.
What I will say though is, because of some of the things that she has said before, I question her knowledge. Yeah. There's some people that, not gonna lie, if they were to sit down and do something, I'd be like, this person has enough knowledge that I've heard from before to know what they're talking about. For example, I've heard countless of times the gentleman that has started Gymshark, I can't remember his name, but
I want to say Ben.
Yeah, his name is Ben.
Is it Ben?
It's Ben. You're actually right. The gentleman started Gymshark. He constantly always has talks. I've seen him on Clubhouse and I'm like, this guy has knowledge. He knows what he's talking about. And he's like, what, 21, 22? The guy can have a conversation and say, listen, this is how I've done my experiences as a business owner. This is how we've used influencer marketing, yada, yada, yada. Yeah. But for every time I hear Molly May open her mouth, it just doesn't make sense to me.
Do you know what? Yeah, like that's why I said within what I can, I feel like we can expect the book to cover quite a substantial amount regarding her career in social media and TV. I think that is something that will be
whoever wrote it.
Yeah, that's something that will be valuable. I know that for a fact, but I also feel like context is very important. But then I also feel like when it comes to these celebrities, especially if we're gonna say from the perspective of like black women, etc., like black women looking to get into like media and social media and things like that, marketing, etc. I feel like you need to, if you're going to buy the book and if you're going to see it as your bread and butter, I feel like you should really have a level, there's a level of discernment that you need to have, because what worked for her as a young white woman whose parents worked on the police force and have these connections, etc., as obviously as Molly May, who has these connections and all these different resources available to her disposal, it's not going to necessarily apply to you. And that's not to say that don't read it, don't buy it, etc. It's just that when you're reading it, and you're making notes, etc., please do so with that context in mind, with that discernment. Her journey has been relatively easy. I'm not going to lie to you.
Agreed.
She'll probably she may say, oh, it's been very hard, blah blah blah, but you know, let's not conflate just because it may have been difficult for her. Generally speaking, there were things that, like, there's levels to it. Do you know what I mean? There's really levels to it.
One
like,
egg suffering. Do you know what I mean?
It's not. You are not splitting a ninth of an egg. Do you get what I'm saying?
You're not. You're not doing
like there were so many things that she would have made things a lot easier to her.
Of course.
So if you're gonna buy it, just bear that in mind. Don't think that it's like a straight copy and paste thing. It's not gonna be a straight copy and paste thing. Do you know what I mean? It's not gonna be, if you're buying it for the purpose of gaining knowledge and looking for insights on how you can achieve similar to what she has achieved, just know that it may not apply. It will not, actually, because you're two different people.
100%.
It will not. Do you get? So just read it with that level of discernment. But I feel like there's gonna be a lot of gist in it. I feel like there's gonna be gist.
I need some.
Do you get what I'm saying? I feel like I feel like going back to what you were saying about presenting as an expert or whatever. I really feel like I wouldn't. It depends what she's presenting her expertise on. Do you know what I mean? Like if you're now coming to talk about being an expert in, like, I don't know, just something that she's you're not an expert for. Yeah, exactly. Do you know what I mean? Like
finance. Or,
exactly. Like, do you know, don't do that. Just kind of like, just stick to what you know, innit? And don't try to stick to what you know. So, and
don't be a jack of all trades.
Yeah, don't try and
girls.
Yeah, don't make it seem like, oh, everyone can have the same result. No,
it's true. 100%.
It's not gonna happen. Don't oversimplify these things, because a lot of things have whittled down to chance, luck, resources, and all these different kind of things. Do you know what I mean? That needs to be contextualized. That's why I say read it with discernment. Don't feel like it's gonna be like it's gonna apply straight to you,
and you'll be rich and famous like after you read the book and follow the steps.
But
like, it's different.
Yeah, I mean, she's 22. She wants to write autobiography. Who's gonna stop her? Like, who can actually stop you in this world? If you want to do it, do it.
Enjoy yourself. Someone is gonna listen to it. Someone's gonna buy it. Whatever. But yeah, congratulations. Cat kicking. Kurt Zuma faces being prosecuted within days as RSPCA inspectors handle their probe at an impeccable pace. The West Ham defender, 27, has already been questioned by the charity officers, sources say. He handed his 2 Bengal cats to RSPCA for care and health check assessments. It is unlikely he will get the prize animals back. Zuma, who played for West Ham against Watford on Tuesday night, has been fined the maximum 2 weeks' wages by his club.
That's like 250k, innit?
250,000 because you beat your. Did he beat? I need to see the video. Did he beat him?
He kicked the cat. Punted the cat.
Some idiot posted on Snapchat.
Even his brother.
His brother posted him on Snapchat beating his cats. So because he beat the cat.
No, don't say that because I've got.
Sorry, no, he didn't beat the cat.
No,
he beat the cats. You know, maybe I need to say it because it's not. He didn't beat the cat. He beat the cats. He gave him a dirty beat.
Beat up that pussy.
He definitely did. He didn't. So basically, there was. I even saw somewhere that someone had said try to compare racism.
It will never be well with you, Mr.
And
Man.
Animal cruelty.
Are you stupid?
Nah, I need to find who said it.
It's not even the fact that go and find that name so that we can name and shame him. That's silly bugger.
You silly boy.
You silly
Billy.
You silly Billy.
What did that idiot say?
He really said he compared it. Not only did he compare it, he conflated it, and he said that kicking cats is worse than racism.
Worse than
that, because cat is innocent, which implies that racism can sometimes be deserved. Is that what you're saying? Because that cat is innocent.
So the guy is called Chris Kirkland, who said that animal cruelty is worse than racism.
My mind, yeah. Kilo more. Nonsense.
When you don't have any lips.
You just your mouth is very loose.
Why would your mouth be loose?
When you have no lips, but you have a lot of mouth, why will it not? Why will it not be opening like a door, like a double way door?
I cannot believe that this is happening.
I can.
Cats.
I can.
Guys, we're not promoting animal abuse.
We're really not, but let's also not make these false equivocations by comparing and conflating racism, dehumanization to kicking cat. Cats have 7 lives, my guy.
9.
9, even better.
9.
9 lives. You're telling me? Are you being serious? What he did, why would you do that? It's very weird. It's very sadistic.
Very
it's cruel.
weird, yeah.
I get that. But this reaction, this energy, this vim
quite
that you have,
questioning. It's not,
nobody has ever been punished to that extent for incidences relating to racism.
no, there's never been this uproar. And
It's the swiftness.
It's the
for me.
swiftness.
Oh,
Very
it's
quickly.
Taylor Swifting.
It's
very
really
Swifting.
The action was very
It was like,
3D.
oh wow, the pussy has been kicked. You are fired. You are sacked. And then they even went and bought disgrace the family. And even
the
sacked
brother
his brother as well.
sacked. Everyone is back.
Yeah.
I said,
So when people have been screaming and shouting about this racism within your football something,
child abuse,
what did
sexism,
they do? What have they done?
homophobia, what have they
Everything.
done?
What have you done?
Nothing.
Because of flipping
Cats.
Mr. Kittens.
Listen, don't mess with the British. Don't mess with
With
the
the animals. Oh no,
Remember that video
animals
when
are
someone
more
went to
valuable than black people in this country. Anyways, we know that.
Facts.
We know that.
Facts.
We
They
know
do
that.
wanna
We're not surprised.
I'm not surprised.
We are not surprised.
Again, I'm not condoning.
Of course not. It's fucked up.
It's very. I'm
Why
not,
would
don't
again?
sound
Why
bite
would you
me.
kick a cat?
Why-
Now
that's-
you're known
that's
as
so
cat
weird.
kicking, cat kicking, cat kicking.
Cat kicking cats. They
cat
said you're cat kicking
cats.
cats. They use alliteration for your name.
They've alliterized your name, my dear. My dear.
It's not like life is never that deep.
And what?
Life
First
is
of all,
never
all
that
these
deep.
footballers need therapy. I'm convinced.
100%.
What is actually wrong with you, lot? What's wrong with you, man?
Cat kicking? But then again, even the cat, we didn't hear this uproar when.
Do you know what? I want to hear the cat side of the story.
Same.
I really want to hear the cat side of the story.
I would like him to.
What
share.
happened?
I'm sure they sat down in the RSPCA.
Do you know what?
How are you feeling?
Yeah.
Are you okay?
Did the cat deserve it? Did Mr. Kittens do something to provoke the guy? Because this is the way they start making excuses for their racist fans' behaviors.
Did the kitten?
They start saying, "Oh yeah,
he could have scratched.
You could have scratched him,
and it was just a retaliation to the scratch.
Self-defense.
Yeah, self-defense.
Because this is the logic that they use when they try to excuse their stupid racisms.
Yes.
Oh no, let's get the full picture.
Yeah. How about let's get the full everybody.
Let's not jump to conclusions. Let's not drop the cat card. Let's not drop. Do you know what I mean? Let's not drop the pussy card. You know what I mean? Like, no, this is actually ridiculous. Because okay, cool. Punish my man. Punish him because that's sadistic.
Yeah.
But first of all, Mr. No Lips Big Mouth, you're saying, oh, I don't know it's even worse than racism to me because the animal's defenseless, is innocent.
I can't believe
and you're guilty of stupidity, my dear.
You're very guilty.
You're guilty of this. You're idiot.
They said that he's a mental health advocate.
Mental health.
Somebody needs to advocate on your behalf
for your own mental health.
You're
mental.
You're mad for like the people you're advocating. That one is a mental illness. You're crazy. I cannot believe, but that's what I'm saying. It's the same uproar that I remember a couple years ago. Somebody put a cat in the bin. Do you remember that video? And they was saying, ha!
Yeah!
How can you do such a thing? You put the cat in. It was like they wanted to
This time's the cat. It's like,
yeah. That's absolutely
ridiculous.
You know when the lip goes inside. That's absolutely disgusting.
Yeah.
Can't believe it. Put the cat in the bin.
Well, okay.
Trust me. Anyways, crazy. Guys, well, we will keep you updated on cats kicking cats and the rest of the gang, Molly May, and also any other hot topic that we spoke about today. But guys, if you guys are interested in getting involved in hot topics, make sure that you follow us on Twitter, CNT Podcast, Cocktails and Takeaways on Instagram, and make sure you subscribe to us.
Subscribe, baby.
Subscribe.
Click the button and comments. Click the button and comments.
Yeah.
Click the like.
Yeah.
Click the like.
Yeah.
Click the button and comments.
Yeah.
Click the button and comments. Subscribe. Subscribe. Comments. Subscribe.
What?
Subscribe. Like.
Comments.
Subscribe. Shit. Subscribe.
I'm gonna say you. Did I sing that one?
Yeah.
Did I sing that one?
Off the dome, my guy. Off the dome.
Listen, you need
talking about. You don't know
buy Sayo's mixtape, man. Buy Sayo's mixtape.
I'm going studio after this as well, innit?
Buy Sayo's mixtape because she's a serious
thing.
thing.
When I'm on the mic, you get. Yeah, I can do that.
I'm done. What? Question of the week. You already know how it goes. We asked the bad boys and the bad girls a question on a poll on Instagram and YouTube, and they give us their insights and their information about the topic. And we are going to have a conversation about it. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Okay, question of the week. Should you move in with your partner before getting married?
100%.
Why? Do share.
Why would I not? I'm very confused. Like, no. Do you know what it is? Yeah. For me, that is a shared space. If you intend on sharing a space with somebody and you've committed to sharing a life with somebody, sharing a life compared to sharing a space, I'm not going to lie. Like, sometimes in relationships, you don't know. You need to see this person that you're with in different environments. You need to see them in different contexts. Yep. You need to see them when they're at their best as well as when they're at their worst. You need to see them when they're struggling, when they're going through things, when they're, do you know what I mean? So that you understand how they handle things within different like environments, different situations. Living shared space is another context in which you need to experience somebody to know how it is just how compatible it is you are. Yeah. Like all these things that can happen when you move in together. Let's say you move in together after you're married now and you're seeing these habits that are just disgusting to you, that are icks, that do you know what I mean? Like you didn't know before that when he bends over to roll his sock, his bum crack is showing and the whole time, and it's even hairy. Do you know what I mean? Like you don't know what he does. You need to have that understanding of somebody.
When he removes his shoe, his sock is black.
Honestly,
his white
or he's like he's dirty. Like because you're seeing him when he's made more of an effort. Do you get what I'm saying? But when he's at home, when he's comfortable, you need to see what he's like when he's comfortable. You think I'm going to go and be moving in with somebody after I've committed and I've married to him, and then I find out that he clips his toenails and then he flings them anywhere, or I'm going to find out that he doesn't have, he just. No, like you need to understand how people are living, man.
Yeah,
like,
absolutely. Interestingly enough, obviously I definitely agree with this. I 100% agree with this. I would love to move in with my partner before getting married to them. Obviously, have you ever shared a space with someone before? Like lived with a partner?
Not with a partner, no.
Okay, so I also have not lived with a partner, and I would love to move in with a partner before I get married, again, to know the compatibility of our living spaces. There's sometimes where I don't even like sharing a room, for example. I need to have 2 bedrooms. I'm sorry, I don't like sharing. I can't imagine sharing a bed with one person. Also, living arrangements. There's certain things I don't like. I hate wet floor. Yeah, I fucking hate that.
I hate a wet sink.
I hate wet floor. I don't know about the sink thing.
No,
like, you know when you
a moist, damp sink. It should be dry.
Cold.
The rim should be dry. No, a wet floor. No.
I hate wet floor. Like
just dirty behavior,
like
just
nasty behavior,
trampy behavior.
Like, I just can't.
Disgusting.
I can't deal with certain things.
Things like that. It's enough to put you off someone. You know, you're just looking at them as they're owning their sock and their bum crack is showing. You're just looking at them like this dirty pig.
The bum crack is showing. When they poo poo, they don't clean.
Skid mark.
The skid mark is there. You leave the skid mark there today and dry up.
And then when you bring it out to them, they gaslight you and say, "Oh, why don't you just flush it? It's your shit, my guy.
You leave the poo.
It's your excrement.
They will leave
your waste.
They will leave their clothes, their poo pants.
Yeah, like as well as being considerate of who you are as a person, they need to be considerate. You need to understand. You need to see how considerate they are of your space and your boundaries.
You know what gets me irritated? It's so weird when people don't know how to do laundry, when people mix clothes. You won't mix your lights and your dust. You won't mix your white. You will just throw everything inside. Like I just no.
These are like small arguments that can really like snowball into like bigger
I hate
things,
you.
You know what I mean? Like they'll start, like it's become something that you can pick at in the other person. Imagine now like you're in an argument and then you throw something back in his face. Oh, that's why do you even have skid mark in your pants in the first place? You know what I mean? You don't raise your voice at me. You shitty pants wearing monkey. Do you know what I mean? You monkey. You your poo poo panty.
Why you always chatting shit?
Step it.
No, wait. I can see why you're always chatting shit. Why you're
wearing it in your knicker.
You know some people's toothbrush, yeah.
When it's
Your toothbrush is
come like apartheid. It's just like this. The separation is crazy.
You use the same toothbrush.
No.
The same 99p toothbruch.
And they don't
For 5
change it
years.
for 5 years.
And it's doing this. Why is your toothbrush sensor part? Why has it got a sensor part?
They're doing dance battles. Like, come on. Grow up. These are the things. Hygiene. And then you see that. And then you realize, wow, this is the mouth I've been kissing. This is the one I've been doing. I've been licking.
And the toothbrush.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness.
I'm sorry. I don't know who needs to hear this, but if your toothbrush looks like the Red Sea party, yeah, go and fucking change that toothbrush right now. Grow up and change that toothbrush right now. Because I'll actually be so angry.
Disgusting,
but you know what?
man.
Interestingly enough, when I look at the poll, it's split.
Don't mind them.
55% will say has said yes. 45% has said no. I don't want to live with them.
Maybe it's because they're the dirty ones in the relationship.
It's true. Maybe you're the dirty pig.
You're the dirty pig.
You're the dirty bitch.
You're the dirty bitch. You're the dirty one, my dear.
But you know what? Yeah, I'm just going to read what a couple of the bad boys and bad girls said. Lorenzo of London said, it's by living with them first, you will know who they really are, as marriage is a big deal. Absolutely.
It's a big thing.
Courts Carlton said, compatibility is so important. Justina said, I want that romantic feeling of buying our first house and him carrying me through the door. Do you know what? I hear that. Sis has an image. She's like, yeah, I want us to do marriage. Like, some people actually have a structure. They're like, okay.
I get that. I understand. Obviously, each to their own, innit? Mm-hmm. But like,
you're not for it.
Nah, I'm not for it. For me, personally, obviously each to their own, yeah. But for me, I just don't want any surprises. I just feel like it's not a big deal. You're just living with something. You're like, on one hand you can see it as a big deal. On one hand you can see it as like it's just the next natural step, yeah. Mm-hmm. But for me, I need to know what I need to know. Me, I'm a very smell sensitive somebody. I'm very about smells and textures. Mm-hmm. I do not like you said, wetness. I don't like wet floors. I don't like wet sink areas. For me, it's
not the whole nose. She said smells. She said you're so stinking.
No, the bathroom is a very
mine is seriously.
I cannot. I hate sharing. I hate it.
Yeah, sharing bathroom is not the one. Yeah,
I hate it. Like I hate it. You need to be able to see how this person lives, as like on their own volition. Mm-hmm. On their own volition, when they're not trying to do it's different when you're spending like the night with them or whatever, and then you go, because they would have, if they had sense, if they respect you and respect themselves, they would have tidied up and made
cleaning no guys, the cleaning that you do when you're cleaning when you're about to clap cheeks versus the cleaning where you're about to do touching and feeling.
It's different.
It's a different type of cleaning.
Kind of cleaning. You'll be cleaning like a house girl.
You will scrub your wall.
You'll be playing gospel in the background. Glory be to the Lord on the highest.
The corner that you will just sweep over. You
bend down. I see what the Lord does.
You will scrub that floor.
Will scrub.
Listen, I was laughing the other day because I remember there was I had a friend that came over, and I started cleaning the light switch. I scrubbed the light. Mm-hmm. I said, I can see a bit of scrub the walls. You will bend down.
And then what you even do after you finish cleaning, you walk in as if you're the person to see
from
the POV.
Oh no, that shoe needs to go.
From the POV, the angle. You see what they will see. Do you see POV? That's POV. You've come to clap Josan's cheeks.
Just that cleaning where someone comes over is a different type of cleaning.
It's different.
It's a serious cleaning.
Very serious. So I need to know how the standards that you allow for your own self. The standards that you have for your own self.
I'm telling you, on a normal day.
And you know what it is for me, yeah? Mm-hmm. If I'm going to be in a, like if I'm engaging, fortunately, the people I decide to lay with, they're clean. Do you get? They're clean. Because one thing for me, if all you do is wipe your bum, you cannot be my man.
No way.
I cannot sleep. Wash your bum cheeks.
Do you know what?
Wash your yash. Wash your queeners. Wash the cocky. Like, You need to have in your toilet, in your bathroom, you need to have like a cup, like a cup thing, anything to on the toilet that you can fill with water, or use tissue to dry and wipe, and then you use the water to wash. You need to clean yourself. Me, I wash myself. So if I now go into your place and I'm living with you, imagine it's only when I'm married that I find out you don't wash your bum. I'm sick in the head.
You know what? It's so interesting because I know
can never happen.
Washing your bum is it's an Islamic practice. I used to have an auntie that lived with me, and she was Muslim, and she used to wash her bum, and I never understood
feel like
it.
It's a commonsensical thing. Obviously,
honestly,
I know it's like culture and it's like
English
religious
culture,
and stuff. They're dirty people. We know.
We don't wash, and
that's why the plague just ran rampant.
Until one day somebody was like, "Oh, if you." Let's just say if somebody poos on your hand, like you're just gonna wipe it with tissue.
No, bro.
You're gonna wash your hand, and I thought, and it actually completely spun my mind. I don't go and use cups to wash my hand, but I do buy
it's not
the
cups. I don't know the washing kini.
I use
I don't know what they pronounce.
I have these wipes, these flushable wipes that I use now instead of just using a dry tissue to wipe your bum.
Me, I always
so
have.
Do you carry a cup?
I usually have wipes, or I make sure that I don't eat heavy or anything so that there's no surprise. But if I go somewhere and I know I need the toilet, I would literally ask, "Oh, is that like a plastic cup? Yeah. Is there something?"
That definitely and then I'll just changed, go to the.
Oh, go listen. No, trust me.
My mind has definitely changed about just using.
You don't wash your bum. You don't wash your bum. Imagine if you don't wash your bum. Imagine if he doesn't wash his bum.
Guys, no, seriously, honestly, I don't blame people for not washing their bum because it's a cultural thing.
I blame you. It's sanitation.
I'm trying to be nice.
No,
guys, no, seriously, start wiping.
Hold yourself to a higher standard, my friend.
Imagine
you're walking around with dry poo on your yarn, on your bum. When somebody now wants to come and tear it open, you're seeing.
Oh fuck!
Yeah.
Fuck!
Yeah.
No.
Ew.
I don't want to be a part.
Ew.
Do you know what?
It can never be me, my dear. Let me tell you that.
Can I just say, guys, all you guys that are listening,
wash your bum.
No, we'll do wash your bum. But there is a possibility that you were doing the doing things
with someone who doesn't wash his brain.
No, you were doing the doing things like the
As in me?
No. I mean, generally, whoever was in the positioning of the dog. And his view.
That's a great position, man.
His view is your poo bum.
He's thinking, what's that smell?
Because you know, some guys
even
have told
you'll
me,
be thinking, why does he smell like something? Is it me?
Guys,
you know that one. And sex is a very smelly, messy thing.
I need to know. I need to hear from the guys, or I need to hear from the guys, or from the strap girls, if that's ever happened. Because you know that could
because people are dirty. Let me tell you that now. Like,
I need to ask one of the guys
before I engage in any activity, extracurricular activity. Me, I'm not shy. Did you wash it? Did you wash your cock? Did you wash your cock? Did you wash your bum? Did you wash it? I would say, did you wash it? If I see you go to the toilet and you come back, I said, go wash your dick. Go wash it.
She said, scrub your dick.
I believe in shame. I believe in shaming people into correct behavior. I will shame you to wipe. Because you now say, just kiss it, just the tip, baby. And it's taste, and it's marinated with urine. It will never be well with you, my dear.
Do you know what? Yeah,
it will never be well with you.
No, guys. But if I'm going back to the question of the week, because oh my God, there are some women who are saying, a lot of the women who are going against living with your partner is because they have lived with their partners before and it's been atrocious. So I've got Joanna saying, moving back to living with myself after living with a partner brings disrespect. 3 out of 10, don't recommend. And somebody said, can't be waiting till marriage to find out they don't wash the dishes. And I'm just gonna read one more story. I think one girl said something and I was like, oh my God, this is chaotic. Let me find it quickly. Kemi Kelly said, as a Christian, I believe that relationship aspects that should be explored after marriage. Okay, I agree. For those that are more looking for the more religious and Christian way of doing things, or I know the Muslims also do it as well. The women leave their parents' home and go into their marital home, which I'm down for. And Nelly O'Boy said, I like my space. She said, sorry, I'm not doing it. I like my space. I will only be forced to be in a space with somebody unless I need to. But yeah, honestly, I don't know. I'm for living with my partner because I've never lived with someone
100%.
before. I know a lot of people that have lived with their partners and they're like, do you know what, fuck this, I can't do this anymore. And they're like, you need to know what you're getting into, but at the same time, some people want to have the excitement of being married, and it's like when you're living with someone, you're married anyway, so it takes away the excitement. But yeah, that's question of the week, guys. Of course, each to their own, guys.
Just do what is best for you.
The moral of the story is wash
your bum.
That's it. Moral of the story is wash your ass.
Your bum.
Wash your ass.
That's it. That's all
guys,
we want.
that is the end of this episode.
Woo, woo, woo.
I'm so happy. How did you find it, Sayo, being part of this?
I loved it, to be honest.
Yeah,
I really loved it. It was so
happy
fun.
to have you.
Honestly,
I love you.
being here.
We have a little pineapple and Bacardi, which
Yeah,
is
we do,
basically to the
baby.
end.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for coming. How do we find you, Sayo, on the internet?
Well, you can find me on Instagram at Simply Sayo. So that is simply Simply Sayo, spelled Sayo, all one word. Those are the platforms I'm most active on. What's the other one? TikTok. I think that one is simply _ and then Sayo. Same as with Twitter. So Instagram is the only one that is like simply Sayo, all one word, and then
The rest
TikTok
you
and
need the
Insta is-
underscore.
Yeah, underscore.
But guys, thank you so much for listening. Shayo, thank you so much for coming. If
Thank
you
you
want
for having
Shayo
me,
to
my
come
dear.
again, comment below. And if you find anything exciting, please comment. We want to hear from you. I'm going to be in the comment section and see what all you bad boys and bad girls are saying. But with that being said, this is another episode. Thank you so much for listening in. And I'm going to see you next week for another bad boy and another bad girl. See ya!
Bye, guys.
Bye.